Hey friends, we've got a lot of fans on this channel in India. So today we want to talk about, if you're in India, how do you start investing in real estate? Hey friends, Stephen Michael Miller here, and I wanted to address how do I do real estate in India. I know we've got a lot of fans out there in India, and as I'm doing some research here, because I've never actually bought homes in India, so as I've been doing some research here, I'm starting to understand, I think, why we've got a lot of you that are coming on board and learning from Kris and I. There's a lot of confusion that's happening right now in India, actually, and this is not a knock at all on the country or the people or anything like that, but there are a lot of new regulations that have been coming around. Those of you that are in India, that live in India, you're probably aware, you're feeling some of these different regulations that have been coming down the pipeline. The Real Estate Regulation Act that just came out, it's still unsettled as to how that's going to really affect the private sector as well as the commercial sector in real estate. The Goods and Service Act, the GST, that was really put in place to make more things transparent, which I think there's a lot of positive thought that will be good, but a lot of things are still unsettled, and I think because of that, there's been a huge desire for the people in India to really want to put their money in the right places. Not to mention several things that have even happened over the past several years, the demonetization of the RS 500 and RS 1000 bills and different things like that. It's created some uncertainty in the marketplace, and it's really got a lot of people wondering, where do I put my money? What is the best thing for me to do? And where do I want to be investing? Well, as I've been doing some research and just looking up a few different things, I started typing in some questions into Google, which is what I often do. And I'll actually, let me go back to my Google search here. I just put in India real estate market 2018, just like you can see right here on my screen. And there's a lot of different articles going around. There's some different property price trends and forecasts for different areas. You can look at emerging trends in the real estate arena, different trouble that India is experiencing right now in the real estate market. So you can go on a lot of different things. There's a question and answer. I'm not sure how to say it. Quora? Quora? Do you know what that is? Quora. Quora. So Quora, if you look at Quora, it's just a kind of a question and answer thing where people can put in their answers. I clicked on that real quick to just kind of get a brief idea. And we had a lot of people that were kind of chiming in and talking about different things. But this question right here, this comment right here about affordable housing, I actually saw in another article over here, I think it was here with Magic Bricks, talking about affordable housing. There's been some different regulations that have been happening in India to bring greater and better affordable housing to the masses, right? There are a lot of luxury type of villas and homes and condos and things that have been built in India for a number of years, with a lot of attention being pulled away from some of the people that need it the most. So there's been a huge kind of divergence, or I should say there's been a huge now pull into the affordable housing arena, and that may be one arena that would be worth looking at. They're talking about a lot of different projects that are now creeping up in the affordable housing arena, and a lot of smaller groups that are getting involved in the affordable housing arena as well. So you don't necessarily need to be, I guess, this massive conglomerate bringing millions and millions and millions of dollars to the table to play anymore. You could be maybe even a smaller individual with smaller capital assets and begin playing in the affordable housing arena. As I'm looking, and again, I'm not the expert here necessarily in India, but as I've been doing some research and looking into it, it looks like the affordable housing market may be the one to get into if you're looking at doing real estate in India. But if you're like hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of others in India right now that are saying, where do I put my money, and is there somewhere else that I can put it? Let me just talk to that real quick. Obviously, Kris and I have both had lots of years of experience here in the U.S. over the last decade, actually over the last 15 years we've been doing real estate, we've been able to help a lot of people. Over the last decade in particular, we've helped thousands of people purchase a little over 3,500 homes, single-family homes. That's been our forte. And it's been an amazing journey. And as I've been doing this, and as we've grown and gotten a greater presence here on YouTube, and as people all around the world have been reaching out to us, and specifically now people in India have been reaching out and saying, hey, I want to do real estate. How do I best put my resources to use for myself? Real estate in America is an option. It's something that people can do. Even if you don't live here, there are things that you can do to purchase real estate here in America. One of those things that you can do is to partner, finding a credit partner here in America that you can do real estate with. There are other things that you can do as as a citizen of a different country to be able to purchase real estate in America. It's more complicated, obviously, than if you had citizenship or a working visa or something like that here in America. But for those that have money that they'd like to place in the USA, that would like to buy real estate, maybe get several homes here in the USA, there are things that you can do to do that. So I just say, again, if you're looking at doing real estate in India, from my limited knowledge and what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing here, there's still some turbulence. There's still some unknown in India, but it looks like the affordable housing market could be a good place to start. And if you're looking at putting your money in real estate outside of India, I would say the US is one of the best places that you can do that. As a matter of fact, we've had people from all across the world reach out to us wanting to buy real estate in the U.S. Obviously, the U.S. land-wise is a massive, massive country, but also because of some of the benefits that real estate can offer when done right, when you can find homes that are priced below the median, when you can find homes that are cash flowing for you. The U.S. is really attractive in a lot of those different things. So one thing that Kris and I have started to do that we've really never done much before in the past is we've begun looking for individuals who we can partner with, who we can use our expertise, and we can actually do real estate. I mean, we've got our different programs and systems. We teach people how to do it, and people that want to really get out there and do it on their own. But for individuals that say, hey, I've got the capital, but I don't have the wherewithal, I don't know exactly what to do, and maybe, quite frankly, maybe I'm out of the country and don't really want to manage that whole process. There are occasions where Kris and I have partnered with individuals and could be willing to do that. So I just want to throw out some different options and some different ideas maybe that you haven't had before. So as you're looking in India to either do real estate there or do real estate other places, if you'd like to get some more information, and if you'd like to meet with our team, you can absolutely do that. We'll give you some opportunities to figure out how to do that. But no matter what you do, my recommendation is to get started. Do some research, dive in. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Really, we live in a day and age where technology is amazing. We have all of the information in the world at our fingertips. You're here learning from this video right now. Go on to Google, go on to some other sources, some other sites, and learn what are some of those best things that you can do in your country, in India specifically here, and then take some action. Move forward. If that action looks like finding a partner, go find your partner. If that action looks like actually buying real estate in India, do that. Start there. Look into what that looks like. If you're going into the affordable housing arena, start doing some research on what you need to get into that game and begin playing. And if that research brings you to doing some real estate out in America, if you'd like to partner, then come and find out how that would work as well.